podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting with body punching, I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and they're taking those punches.
Dolla Dibiase Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ.
It's the champ. Shannon the champ. With the fake champ. Battalion Vitamin Conceicao. BoxingVoice.com.
I'm gonna treat him like he's a C+ fighter. I'm gonna dominate, I'm gonna dog this fighter.
I'm talking about punishment. We're gonna punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was handsome, he's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%.
Let's go, champ. He
can bring the pressure, he can box. I'm a true champion. I'm willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'm going to step on him. I'm going to crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'm going to crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'm going to dominate. This guy is flat-footed, swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for
Dolla
him.
Dibiase Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Lester Gibbs, joined alongside absolutely no one, Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, and we're back to discuss Tyson Fury beat up in sparring, claims Deontay Wilder, and Valdez doesn't know what Phentermine is. We'll be talking Fury's 5-fight list a little more in depth, and just all boxing, man. I mean, it's Friday, right? Today is fight night. If you're gonna be watching on ESPN for Oscar Valdez and his WBC title defense, so you know we're starting the weekend off right. Normally, we don't get championship title fight defenses on a Friday night. So I know a lot of us are upset with Valdez. We'll see what happens. I mean, Conceicao looks pretty big. People are calling him upset-minded. Valdez struggled on the scales. Took him 3 attempts. Obviously, a lot on his mind. The world thinks he's cheating. On ESPN, he said he didn't know what Phentermine is, and therefore he couldn't have taken it. The crazy thing is, on ESPN, he says he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know how it got into his body, yet they said it was ingested via tea. So somebody's lying, and it's been obvious. But, the more you talk, the least, the easier it is to see that your truth is not real. Like, I mean, again, first it was tea. Now we don't know how it got in our body. So it's just a little weird to me. But I'm looking for the audio, and I'm coming up on it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did you take Phentermine?
No. To take Phentermine, you need a prescription to take Phentermine. I don't even know what Phentermine is.
How did it happen?
I don't know how that got into my body. I know every fighter is responsible for whatever they consume, but I have no clear answer how that got into my body. It has to be a mistake because I will bet my entire life that I'm a clean fighter.
And, I would say anything to the judge, too, after I got caught. I promise you, Ron, I ain't doing it again. Or, baby, please don't leave me. I swear I ain't going to cheat again. Right? I mean, that's all that shit sound to me. I don't know how my dick fell in her pussy. How he going to say he don't know how he got in his system when just, 48 hours ago, he was sipping herbal tea. Fat tummy tea. What's going on, man? The lies. They're starting to pile on. And, yeah, man. It's crazy. So, the reason we talk about Fury again, because, we kind of touched on Tyson Fury and whether or not he got touched up in sparring. We even had Breadman on. But Jared Anderson from Toledo, the real big bebe, let's go through his story. So, this is Shakur, and he's reposting Shakur, his mans in them. We're going to skip through that, and voila. He comes out and says, so he reposts the pic that ESPN posted of him and Fury with F.A. Ajagba and a trainer. But then there's a quote and a picture of Deontay at the bottom that reads, "They're trying to run away from the fight. I'm running to it. I know Tyson Fury wasn't doing well in camp. Them young guys were piecing him up." So Anderson posts Wilder's quote, but at the bottom, he's still riding with Fury, and he says, what do you think he'll blame the loss on this time? What do you think he'll blame the loss on this time? So Anderson still saying, even though Wilder's saying I'm beating up Fury in sparring, I'm still picking Fury to beat you, and I wonder what you're going to say when he beats you. So Wilder coming out saying that Anderson put hands on Fury, almost backfiring because the guy that he's claiming put hands on Fury is still picking Fury to beat Wilder and to make more excuses. Moving forward to the next story, he gonna blame it on Malik Scott. And Anderson's answer is below. This is one of his followers answering him, saying, because he posed the question, what do you think he'll blame the loss on this time? Someone that he follows said, he's going to blame Malik Scott, laughing out loud. But Anderson says, I think so too, laughing out loud. All right, so next one, same question. Who do you think he'll blame the loss on this time? Anderson says, the follower says, hopefully he blame it on lack of talent. And Anderson really enjoying this one by saying, this the one. 2 laughing out loud emojis. So this one is kind of for what happens on YouTube a lot, right? One of his followers is like, hold on, you rocking with the white man? Laughing my ass off, question mark. Anderson come back and says, let me check this right now because people like you piss me off. Number 1, Wilder never offered me a dime. Number 2, never asked for help or for me to spar him. Number 3, top rank is who signs my checks, not Fury or Wilder. Number 4, I am a grown man who knows skill and not one-hit wonder power. 5. Last but not least, I'm not racially biased, weirdo. I love boxing, not who look like me. Emoji exclamation point, which was a very good answer. Very good answer. Next one. Who do you think he'll blame it on? Tay Jones said that you and Fury were on steroids. So they'll say that too. And he made this funny face saying, oh, really? So next, same question. And one of his followers says, his toothpaste, that shit spiked, yo. Maybe his fried chicken he had the day before. Damn, that shit was a rhyme. And then obviously Anderson laughing, saying, laughing my ass off. Y'all comedy too. Laughing out loud emojis, or one laughing, crying, or whatever. Same question, another one. And he says, I'm wondering I'm wondering what y'all going to say when Fury gets his ass whooped. Fury ass is grass. So now we got to go to the audio for this one. Let's go back.
If he land this punch, he land this. Hey, look, we all know who the more skillful fighter. If he land this punch, he land this punch. I mean, say congratulations, my nigga, you won. What you want me to say? It ain't like it's my money or my record on the line. What you want me to be mad? Want me to be sad?
So that was his reply to what would he say when Fury get his ass beat. All right, so another one says, I spy Dari Riley. Love that guy. Met him on the National Golden Gloves. So whatever that is. I guess that must have been the coach in the first picture. So they still just laughing, it's all jokes now. This, they're saying Wilder's gonna blame it on his dog passing away.
No, I don't have.
And here he's giving his opinion of F.A. Ajagba versus Frank Sanchez, which is pretty cool the way he does it. Check it out.
I have F.A. beating Sanchez.
Watch, listen closely.
No, I don't have F.A. beating Sanchez. I got him knocking him the fuck out.
So he said, I don't have him beating Sanchez. I got him knocking him the fuck out. So they still going on Wilder here. He says, one of his followers says, you should be on your people's side. Fuck Fury. Just get money and root for Wilder. And Big Baby says, I don't know that man, and he don't know me. Bro, we make this world together, not one race versus the next.
Hey, man, I really need you weirdos to quit saying stuff like this, bro. Who is my people, bro? Like, I don't understand. Okay, I'm black. Okay, he black. What does that mean? I got white people in my family. Why y'all talking, bro? Y'all don't know who my people is.
Let up for it's too late. And I think that's it. That's about it. We're done with Jared Anderson and his story that really has everybody, talking, doing videos, making memes. It's being posted everywhere. Obviously, Wilder is a very popular heavyweight, and him being trolled by a prospect is making some waves, especially when it's the same fighter that was allegedly rumored to have hurt Tyson Fury. So, it was interesting, it's look, you always get these gym rumors, these sparring rumors, and you just never know, right? Adrenaline kicks in during the fight, man, and you're in a different mindset than sparring. It's all good for us, for headlines and topics of conversation, but sparring is sparring and the fight is the fight. If I had a fighter, if I was a trainer, if I was a manager, if a fighter was a friend of mine, yeah, I want him to look good in sparring. Absolutely. But I think I've been doing this long enough to know that, you don't have to look good in sparring to perform great in the fight. You know what I mean? That's what sparring is. You're working on things. So You know, that's the way that it goes. But listen, I want to remind everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And don't forget that next Saturday, it's going down September 18th.
He would come to the gym, and say he didn't get a ride to the gym, he didn't have no car, he would run. He would run.
Let me get up out of there. I forgot I had my man's video playing in the background. Fudges. I know how to do it. Okay, but anyway, we're going to be in Watertown, Wisconsin on Saturday. So if you're in the area, get yourself a ticket. And if not, just click it right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Let me actually go ahead and put that link in the live chat for you guys. For anybody that's has not already bookmarked it, set the reminder so that you get notified when we're going live. Shout out to everybody that's hit the thumbs up button on that particular video. Already has 45 thumbs up. Patiently waiting for next Saturday's arrival of TBV and all the great fights that we're gonna have. You know, it is, for us, we're gonna do things differently than real boxing, right? Like, they do fight week. We're doing 2 weeks, of fight week. That's how we looking at it, man. Because it's a big deal for us. So once again, just gonna go ahead and put this link in the description. In the live chat. So if you need it, you can go ahead and click it. And we can get this thing, popping, man, because we're going to have a lot of good fighters that you don't want to miss. A lot of great fights. We're tapped in at about 16 fights right now. And I'm currently looking for a 180-pound semi-experienced, no amateur fights, but do have some sparring. Marlon So Icy Sims, the pro boxer, said he's coming to Border Wars. He missed the last one. And we can absolutely use you with your professional eye, so that you can, either be, a judge or just celebrity guest in the building. Shout out to Marlon So Icy Sims. But yeah, man, if you're watching this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to help put this episode in the eyes of, other boxing fans that want to talk some boxing. Right now we're talking Valdez and the fact that he is now claiming to not know how the phentermine was ingested into his system. And he's also saying that, look, he never took anything. He never took anything. And that tea, they're just not going to mention it anymore. Ever since that guy that people tried to discredit, what's his name? Yeah, that one, Victor Conceicao. Remember they were trying to discredit him when he came out and started talking about phentermine? And then he said, listen, I went through the whole list of the FDA and I didn't see any teas, any herbal teas with phentermine in it. The lawyer of Valdez and Team Valdez made that up. Now, all of a sudden, they sit down in front of ESPN with Mark Kriegel in front of the world, and they could have chose to continue the lie of the tea, but they dropped it. Now they don't know how that stuff got in their system. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm a clean fighter. It just jumped in there. Crazy. But look, we're going to get a fight and all eyes are going to be watching because people are going to be wondering what's going to happen. WBC, I know Suleiman's going to be very anxious and very nervous. Because if something happens, everyone's going to look to them because they overruled it. At the end of the day, they overruled, right? In my opinion, I'm going to call it an overruling because even though the commission allowed, the sanctioning body could have had the integrity to say, you cannot defend our belt until, pending this investigation. They didn't have to conclude their investigation so quickly. Let's remember Dillian White's investigation lasted 4 months, if not nearly a year. So, for them to conclude their investigation in 24 hours just shows that maybe they rushed to make a decision, and maybe that decision wasn't the right one. Now, hopefully, Conceicao doesn't get hurt just so that the WBC can learn a lesson, but it is what it is. So, Nicholas, I'm a hater because I'm reporting that Valdez tested positive, and now, after claiming that he drank tea to get this contaminated test sample, he doesn't know anymore how it got in his system, and he's not mentioning the tea, but you're saying I'm a hater because he's a top-ranked fighter. Okay. I just wanted people to see where your IQ was, Children. Chat shit get banged. That sounds about right. WBC investigation. What nationality is he? Is the fighter? Oh, he's Mexican? Investigation over. Yeah, that's what it felt like, man. It came so quickly, that decision. It came so quickly. And it's just funny, the whole Red Bull thing, that one is weird for me too, Again, I guess I'm wrong, because I always say what I'm thinking, right? Like this is where smart people don't say what they're thinking, but I have to because it's like a podcast. I almost have to. I guess some would say, no, you didn't have to say that. You chose to. But I almost want something to happen, right? So someone learns a lesson. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, because if it doesn't, then this won't stop. I'm sorry. I know I'm the asshole for that, but I guess these are the parts in the movie where it's like, the greater good. Just saying. I know it ain't a movie, dog. Another Jay-Z reference for y'all. Just saying, man. Yeah, I remember the Franchon Cruz investigation. I brought that up when this happened, bro. That one took forever. And again, she, being Alejandra, was Mexican, so she was guilty. So she was given months and months and months to prove her case. But here, it's like, nah, man. This ain't nothing. We just gonna let this one over. We're gonna brush it under the rug. I don't even know why. I don't even know why, man. I don't even know why. It's strange to me. I guess it's because it wasn't a fight is the only reason that he isn't stripped, which still doesn't make sense because you don't need to be stripped. I mean, you don't need to be in a fight to get stripped for testing positive. So, I don't know. I mean, the difference in the Franchon Cruz was that she tested after the fight. She popped, so that always sucks. That always shows more guilt. Exactly, boxing first. I didn't make Valdez take it, so how am I a hater for talking about it? Lord. People get so mad when you discuss topics on their favorite fighters. It's like, what is up with y'all? Crazy, man. It's a crazy sport. Every day, something new. Every day, something new. Man, I don't know if anyone's seen that Hrgovic opponent yet. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Some people get to... They get all the blessings from the community, and some people get zero love. You know, I mean, he's been doing nada. And gets in a tremendous amount of hype. Tremendous. I guess at the end of the day, some will say that it's Michael Hunter's fault. He didn't fight him. You know, he could have shown us whether he was hype or not. But for Hunter, I get it, man. You know, you got a new network throwing you a 4-fight deal. How the hell do you not take it? You know, do you take a vacant eliminator? It wasn't even a title shot. It was an eliminator as a one-off on Dazn for low ball offer, because that's what he said. And by he, I mean Hunter. So you do all that? Do you get in there with Hrgovic, who's considered a top fighter, for a little money for a eliminator? Or do you take that 4-fight deal and, you know, hope to put yourself in a better position and revisit this? So that's I'm not buying that whole IBF ranking said no. I'm pretty sure Charles Martin is there, but I'm gonna screen share now just to prove it. And Charles he wanted every bit of Dillian. I'm sure he'll take an eliminator with Hrgovic. I don't even know how Charles is not up there. Remember there was rumors of like Charles and Wilder? No, where the hell Charles go? Charles Martin. He walks this earth like a god. Look, and he's number one, but he got passed over. That doesn't make sense. Maybe they didn't start with him because he's already at number one. That could make sense. Usyk is also there. So I don't know. I mean, Andy turning it down makes all the sense. Now, why would Ajit Kababel turn it down? Or a guy like Tony Yoka? I don't know. Send me the link, Rob. Rob in the UK. Send me the link. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility. We got to make our first poll. What should it be? What should the first poll be? Do you believe Valdez? Simple. Simple as that. Do you believe Valdez? Did anybody see his newest quote too? I mean, my man is out of control. Yo, I guess I'm not a fighter, so I don't know what it's like. He's got a headline out there in the internet that says, Canelo said he believes I'm not a cheater. And that's how I interpret it, really. That's even with that voice. That's how, like, who gives a fuck what Canelo thinks, man? It's more about public perception. Your boys are always supposed to ride with you. He better not think you dirty. Right? I don't know. Is it me or is it me? But you know the number to call in if you want to voice your opinion. 1-425-569-5241. We're talking, obviously, Jared Anderson, kind of giving the opposite energy of Wilder, who's alleging that he put hands on Fury. Anderson still picking Fury to beat Wilder and also picking Wilder to make, more excuses when it comes to the loss. So it looks like my producer's saying Canelo's going to be ringside at the Valdez fight. That's cool, Good move from a stablemate. Hopefully it takes some of that pressure off of Valdez, I know he's got a lot going through his mind. Imagine if he's really innocent, right? If he's really innocent, he's really going through some shit because he's tight. He's really upset that no one believes him. Bro, I mean, I wish I knew Conceicao and what sort of shot he brought to the table. You know? But I think none. Top Rank is very intelligent when it comes to that matchmaking and how they do things. But Conceicao does have a lot of size on him, boy. You know? And Valdez has looked mediocre with other people. Sorry, getting this text. You know how it go. You know, Ken called me last night. But I was on a call. Sent me a picture. Vito Minilecki is in camp with Sean Porter. Sean actually got some big dudes. I don't know. I thought this was Donald No Love Curry. I don't know who that guy is. I'm going to have to ask Ken. But he got Hendry Martinez in there. Malik Mayhem. Vito Minilecki. And I don't know these other two guys. But Purse Biz Sean Porter is in camp. Purse Biz Sean Porter is in camp. Just saying. Because I hit him up. I thought they was going to be in Florida, man. Because, like I said, I think Sean is going to be flying out for the fight. For that Evander fight. I heard he's commentating with Ray. So I hit up Ken to see was he in town. I also seen Hendry. They must have just left or something. I seen Hendry posting that he was in Tampa. So I'm like, what's up? We got a super chat. Damn, is this the first one of the day coming from my own producer? Sadness. Horrible. Brandon Land says, Canelo sitting ringside is the biggest distraction attempt I've seen in a long time. I mean, you know, you give them way too much credit. Like, I don't know that they're even. I don't know that they give a fuck, right? Like, really, do you really have to continue the job of deflection at this point? Like, the people that matter they've allowed you to fight. The commission, that's who matters. They've allowed the fight. Who else was it? The promoter, they've allowed the fight. The sanctioning body, they've allowed the fight. So really, public doesn't matter at this point. It's over. They've moved on. That's why I'm saying I just don't see Canelo still saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show up so it could distract." Like that plan don't even make sense when you say it out loud. I don't like it. I mean, he's just showing up, man. He's supportive, man. Listen, if I was rich, I'd show up to everybody's fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? You rich, dude's rich. He's Canelo. You know, you heard what Bob said last time we interviewed him, man. They'll give Canelo anything. So, obviously, they'll give him tickets, probably a hotel room, you know, backstage access, all that greatness. I agree, B-Dog. I agree. He's just supporting his boy. Intrigue saying he don't think it's going to purse, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, nor am I rooting for the bad news. But like I said, when I went to the Evander Holyfield media workout, I was told by a very, very good journalist that we could take it to the bank, that fight is going to purse bid. Now, I hope he's wrong. Because I'm tired of reporting on, like, failed negotiations for anybody, let alone Terrence Crawford. You know, and if we don't get that Crawford-Porter fight, what the fuck are we going to get? I don't want Thurman versus Porter. Nobody want that. Nobody don't want that. Yeah, I seen this yesterday, man. I seen that yesterday. Brandon, the producer, sent me a tweet from Dan Rayfield saying that Jim Lampley, the legendary commentator, has opted out. He's opted out of calling the live action with Victor Belfort and Evander Holyfield. You know what I mean? So he said, no, thank you.
The fuck's going on here?
You know, he doesn't like how old Evander is, maybe. I'm just assuming that part, you know what I mean? Yep. All right. We got Brandon in Cincinnati that says, wonder what Alicia Baumgartner thinks about all this. Laughing out loud, laughing out loud. Get her on the show, Ness. Keep up the good work. Just showing love. Love emoji. And by fingers love emoji, you know, like sign language. Yo, talk to Brandon, man. You know what I'm saying? Brandon is the man. Y'all deal directly with Brandon. He schedules them. I interview him, man. Like, you know, if you ask me, I'll never get her. You know what I'm saying? Because who she fought? You know, like, and then I know you. You my dog, but I know you, man. You just want to see her. You don't really want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? But we got Paul Ruffin that sends the super chat saying 100% facts. Station. Peace. All right. All right. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Let me refresh here. Let me get to James in Huntsville, Alabama. Are you available?
Yo, what's up, Ness? Hey, good morning, man.
Oh, shit. James, you know what? I don't think I did this. Let me go ahead and show the massive respect and support to who supports us.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
Sorry about that, brother. Talk to us.
Nah, it's all good, man. You got to show respect to the people that helping you pay these bills, man. So it's all good.
For sure.
Definitely. Man, I'm not looking forward to any of this weekend's fights, man. I'm just ready to move on. I got pretty excited last night when I was hearing more information regarding that Porter Crawford fight. Crawford's finally about to get a real fight, so I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully that shit doesn't get derailed by any of Bob's BS going forward. Other than that, man, shit, man, it's going to feel weird, man, not having Jim Lampley a part of that event this weekend, though, man. I may tune in a little bit, but it's just Trilla's just having a shit show this weekend, man. And I think last night y'all was talking a little bit about Tio, right, with all his pushing back his events and stuff.
Yep.
Man, Tio just need to throw that fucking belt away, man. Nobody really cares about Tio, man. I mean, it's no. You know, he became a media whore, man. Like, for real. So it's like he just needs to throw that fucking belt away. I think he's starting to smell his own shit and believe his own hype right now a little too much. I don't think he's gonna win the Lomo 2 fight, man. And that's just being honest, man. And that's my call, man. Hey, Ness, man, keep on producing the good work for us all the time, man.
All right, man. Yeah, man, I'm about to turn it back up, man. I feel like I've been getting comfortable. Need to crank it up. I'm going to do a Border Wars show today, though. I'm going to crank up on some Border Wars, so for whoever's not into that, I get it. But that's my baby. That's my baby. And she's growing up. You know what I'm saying? Or he, right? We'll see. That being said, Cash App from Ito Cool that says, for the morning, Ness, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm just getting to do what I love with great people listening, man. Oh, shit. Estimated delivery for the 11th. We looking good, man. I'm doing a lot of last minute little man. I wish this was untitled. I had a horrible night after the show. But doing a lot of last minute buying little things for the Border Wars. This one's gonna be amazing, bro. I'm telling y'all. I got the show up to Watertown, Wisconsin. Is gonna be going down at the bar. Real quick, let me get on out to line 6. Listen, I haven't forgotten about you. I just want you to know. Keep in mind, Doomy contracted COVID. But I could just send that back to you, until he gets better. Line 6, who wanted us to go visit Boots. And we got the invite, too, man. Fucking Doomy with the bad luck, man. Oh, shit. Line 6 jumped off. Like, nah, I'm out, dog. Don't go to me. All right. Well, we're going to go to my Gene Band, the Boomerang status. What up?
Yo, okay.
Dímelo.
Right off the bat, man, I don't believe Valdez. Obviously, the 3 attempts yesterday definitely confirmed that he needed to take something to make weight. He cheated, man. I'm boycotting it. I'm not watching it. You guys are going to watch it. You will report back on it. And that's as far as I'm going with supporting it. I think right now the only way that we can make a difference, besides becoming referees and judges or, doing other things of that nature, is with our money. So I'm not watching it. I refuse to watch it. I'll follow back up when you guys report on it.
Wait, you're not watching Valdez?
No.
You taking a stand?
I'm taking a stand. Ness, I'm tired of this, man. I am tired of this shit.
No, listen,
this is my favorite.
I get you. I'm just saying you're a better man than me because, people call that boycott shit, but they don't really do it.
Well, we're supposed to be men. We're supposed to have, our word is our bond,
Bro, what are you going to do between those hours, bro? See, I'm so far from, like, hanging out and chasing broads that it's like, on a Friday, they got boxing. That is what's up for me. Because if not, what I'm going to do? Play chess?
Yes. Listen, yeah, exactly. I'm an extremely boring person. All I have is boxing, my family, and a golf that I do with my brother, every 2 weeks. That's it. But I will find something to do. I'll read a book. I'll play a little chess with my daughter that she's taking classes now. I'll do something. I'll figure out a way. Dedicating more time for my family is definitely something I should be doing anyway. This just gives me more of a reason to. I'm tired of this sport, man. I really am. It's sad to say, but I'm done, man. I'm done. But changing topics. I don't want to talk about that real quick. Changing topics. Do you think that this Shakur Stevenson that we saw yesterday is the coming out party for the bad boy, the Money Mayweather type of character we're gonna get from Shakur going forward?
I mean, listen, we don't know. We saw that on a live that was more personable. It wasn't a live that Top Rank was doing. It wasn't a press conference. We need to see that energy when it's not just you and Chris. That's what we want, though. It would be great. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I guess. I tend to not root for those type of people. I like the humble Shakur.
You don't root for the guy that thinks he can beat you?
The bad guy? No, man. My favorite fighters: Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, the humble. Those are the type of guys I truly root for. Do I like watching that? Yeah. Does it get me interested? Yeah. But I tend to root more for the humble.
So you didn't like Floyd?
I was a fan of Floyd in the ring. Huge fan of Floyd in the ring. Hated his persona out of the ring. Hated it. I love Andre Ward, son of God. I love Tim Bradley, somebody that's just about his family. That's just the type of, the type of people I like to surround myself with, and I can resonate more with them than the big bravado. That's just not who I am.
Yeah. Well,
Brother, man, I appreciate you doing your show. Solo Dolo, no Manolo.
you already know.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man.
You too. You too. So, Sydney Walker, not to be confused with Luke Skywalker. He says, bro, it's other things to do besides watch boxing. I mean, yeah, but like, ever since COVID, shit has changed. First of all, I don't care where you live. I live in a pretty open state, and things are still changed. Like the movie theater out here got 2 fucking showings, and they're not even creating as many movies as in the past. And you can only eat out but so many times. You know what I'm saying? I'm just look. You'll never get it. All I'm saying is I'm watching boxing today. I'm not gonna punish myself because he cheated. He cheated. I didn't cheat. He cheated, so I gotta not watch. Nah, man, that ain't the answer. I'm sorry, that ain't my answer. See, you gotta understand. All you guys, you got those other loves. Whether they be your boxing, your basketballs, your whatever the fuck y'all watching out there. Real quick, shout out to Nathan Anthony Matthews with the Cash App, saving that 30% YouTube raping you records. He says, what's next for Wilder if he gets knocked out again? I mean, look, he's with a guy in Al Heyman that can obviously rebuild him. When you have that sort of inventory, how can you not rebuild anyone, especially someone the caliber of Wilder? And by caliber, you don't necessarily have to be talking about skill, but, caliber could be, his status amongst the boxing world, his viewership, his pay-per-view buys, the attention. IBF just sent something. Breaking news. IBF Federation is pleased to introduce Mr. George Martinez as the new IBF ratings chairman. Joining the executive staff, Mr. Martinez has an extensive history in the sport of boxing. He joined the world of the Boxing Association, WBA, in 2000 as a president of the North American Boxing Association, NABA, a position he inherited from the late IBF ratings chairman, Anibal Miramontes. Martinez was a director, member, and a rankings committee member with the WBA for 20 years. In 2004, he organized female boxing for the WBA, creating the rankings and overseeing the female championship committee. In 2016, he took on the role of the championship chairman for the WBA. 2 years later, in 2018, he was appointed the rankings chairman and held the position until October 2020 when he resigned from the WBA. Martinez remained managing president of the NABA until recently. I don't know how much I like that because I love the IBF, like from afar. Obviously my just like every other fighter, my favorite belt is the WBC. Because of the look. And IBF, I hold them with high regard because of their mandatory, I guess rulings and their 10-day. Not that I love it, but I get it. I get the science behind their 10-day weight limit. 10-pound weight limit next day or whatever. I get that. Like no weight bullying. I get that. But I don't know how much I like a dude that's been down with the WBA for 20 years coming into the IBF. Not, you know what I mean? Like, you're guilty with association. I feel so bad on the other end saying that out loud, knowing that that's how people treat me or treated me, depending who I was with in the past, right? But it's true. Like, this dude being with the WBA for 20 years, it's just got me like, huh? Can we trust him? But whatever. They hired him. And he's their new IBF ratings chairman. Joining their executive staff. I'm trying to just read the rest here. Well, these two gentlemen committed their jobs and roles and have continued to produce solid and fair contribution to the IBF. I hear you, Mr. Peoples, giving his little quote, happy that he got him. But that was for immediate release from the IBF. Yo, you know what else? Kerman Lahagra. I know a lot of people don't remember him, but he's the guy that Evanesean beat twice. Seems like Lou is doing a lot of business with Eddie. He got Lahagra a fight in Barcelona on a Dazn card. Crazy. You know, they going to Spain and shit. And yeah, man, I'm just watching these alliances fall in place. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, even the IBO, they're getting some love from Matchroom, heavy love from Matchroom and Lou DiBella, who used to talk really bad about it. Yo.
How we doing, Mush?
Mr. Fury, what's up?
Not too bad. What's going on, mate? Not too bad.
Listen,
calling
man.
here, Sonny Morecambe calling here, but I'm a bit angry, I won't lie to you, but I've decided to call in because your bum does a shithouse of a producer hasn't stopped getting on to me, so I thought I'd call in, set the record straight as I normally do.
Well, set it straight. I mean, did you get pounded on by Jared Anderson, the American heavyweight, or not?
Let me tell you something. Let me begin by asking you this. What do you think of the chances that I got pieced up, as he calls it? I never even heard that phrase before that bum Dosser came out with it. That I got pieced up by Jared Anderson or any other sparring partner. What do you think of the chances?
I mean, if they say AJ got pieced up by, what's that guy's name from Philadelphia? Devaco.
Yeah, but he did get pieced up. He'll get pieced up by anybody, never mind a sparring partner. Gets pieced up every time he walks onto the street, that bum.
So what do you got? What do you got for Wilder?
I said last time, the man feels terrible because he's got to say terrible things about me. Why does he have to say that? Because he got humiliated in the first fight. I came in, I was sagging, my skin was sagging, I lost dozens of stone, and I came in and I made a fool of him. Yeah, he knocked me over, but I got back up like a phoenix, so he got embarrassed with that. Then, in the second fight, he got humiliated to no end. And all I can say is the man now has got to invent all sorts of stories in his head. He's got to say all things like, oh, Fury got knocked out in sparring, he got knocked out here and there and whatever, pieced up, as I say. But there ain't no truth to that. And I don't know to be honest with you, I feel a bit sorry for the fella. Because now it's just a bit pathetic, isn't it? You saw it in the last press conference. He didn't have nothing to say, did he? He had nothing. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, had nothing to say. And now he's got to invent all these wild shithouse stories of his because he's a brick shithouse dosser.
I hear you. So, obviously, you've been kind of dark, man. People are wondering, are you really training, or, you know, has real life hit you hard?
Let me tell you something. I'm fitter and stronger and faster than I've ever been before. I'm training like I've never trained before because I'm happy. I'm in shape. Everything's going well. The house is in order. Everything's in order. The shop's in order. And if he thinks for a second, I don't know who's been saying that. I know people have written me off before, but they get humiliated in the end when I prove them all wrong. But if people think, well, I'm not training and that, they've got another thing coming because come fight night, the man's getting knocked out. And this time, you know what I'm going to do to him, don't you?
No, what is that?
I'm going to humiliate him more than I did in the second fight because it was one thing, what he said with all his excuses and that. It's another thing afterwards when, you know, I've got to come in, I've got to set the record completely straight so there can be absolutely nobody even disputes the first fight, do they really? There's not really any dispute about that one. And the second fight, obviously, I won clearly, but now with all other excuses what is coming out. I've got to get a nice, decisive and proper win for that one, a proper victory. So I've no doubt that's going to happen. I'm going to come on the attack, no defensive. I said what I was going to do in the last fight, didn't I? Do you remember I said I was going to attack?
You did. But you know what else you said? You just did an interview with Sky, I believe, or somebody, and you said that you would fight Dillian Whyte in December as a tune-up to the bodybuilder AJ.
Yeah, that's my book. He's on my bucket list. One of the people on my bucket list is Dillian Whyte. As I said on that interview, I said, shut that bum right up. We'll do that in England at some point. Don't know exactly when, but we'll set a date for that. Frank Warren will sort that out. And then after that, that's just a build-up to the bodybuilder, as you say. Because, let me tell you, there ain't no bigger bum than AJ. I say it about all of them, and I said it on the interview too. They're all bums for my era. There ain't nobody that even comes close to me. Nobody whatsoever. And AJ needs to get that smile. Let me tell you something about AJ, what you might not know, right? I give him credit for everything what he's done and what he's come out of. You know, he's come out of, probably could have gone down quite a negative path. You know, he says it in his interviews, and now he's cleaned himself up. But all that attitude, that nice boy, good boy attitude, do you know what it is? It's a whole load of PR people around him. And he's just a brand. He's just a bitch for Eddie Hearn. A brand, a bodybuilder, a bum shithouse. And he too, just like Deontay, and all the other people, Klitschko and all that thought that they were good as me in my era, I'll be putting him to rest. I'll be putting him straight on his bum. And when they talk about the rematch, they won't even want it because they'll say that we're too decisive. They won't even want it. It's like this fight with Deontay. I've got to sell tickets and all that, but a lot of people aren't really that excited about it because they know they were so decisive in the last one. So that's part of my bucket list with AJ.
So, I don't know, have you seen the latest video of Deontay Wilder training and he's pounding on Malik Scott to the body and all of a sudden he just starts to throw up from the power shots to the body?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of editing?
Oh.
Do you know what editing means? Editing is where you take one clip, right? And I know you laugh about it, and I know a lot of people find it funny, and it is funny to be honest with you, but editing is where you take a shithouse clip, you look shit, but you film about 5 seconds of you looking good. And then you edit it and you put it up to social media and all that. Let me tell you something. I ain't even on social media anymore. Sometimes I get on it when I'm on holiday and that. But in general, I don't pay attention to it. I've only heard about it. Do you think a man like that at his age, let me ask you this, do you think he can change his strategy and all that and acquire any more skills? What do you reckon?
So you're saying the phrase is true. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Couldn't put it better myself. The man's got one weapon in his arsenal, and even that ain't that good. I've been struck with it a few times.
Well, Mr. Fury, I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on the show. That editing quote was the best.
It's an edit. That's all it is, an edit.
Oh, man.
By a fake fighter.
Classic. But listen, let everybody know where they can find you, Tyson. Or should I say... I was actually going to let you say it. Tony
Lapidus. That's right, mate. That's right.
How are you, man? Thank you for coming on short notice and giving the people a little taste of some of your impressions, man. I know you do so many other ones. Let everybody know where they can find your channel and all your content and everything that you're working on.
No, that's my pleasure. So I've... But Tony Lapidus, it's Lapidus. I'm on Instagram and that. I'm on YouTube, on Twitter. I don't know if you can see me on this. Can it be seen?
I was a few seconds ago, but you just turned your camera off.
Okay, slip of the finger. How about now?
There you go. You're perfect.
There we go. So yeah, Tony Lapidus. I'm on like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. It's Tony Lapidus Impressions. I started doing his brother recently, Tommy Fury, as well. He's a bit of a rising star.
Oh man, let me get a quick little Tommy and Jake there.
Jake's gonna have to hold, but I'll do the Tommy for you. Listen, I know what it's like to be a fighter. I've got the sweet science of boxing, my friend, and I know what it takes. Jake Paul doesn't even want to get into the ring with me because he knows that he's not really a real fighter. And I've grown up with it around my brother, the sweet science, my friend. Don't you worry about that. Of course, I can throw in his dad for you if you want. Tyson's dad.
Let's get John.
Hey, listen, mate. Listen. There ain't the man ain't been born what can take over my son. Nobody can get into the ring with my hard man's son. Because that man were born and raised out of my nutsack, and he's a proper hard man. Ain't nobody will be defeating the Gypsy King, son of John Fury, mate. Don't worry about that.
What would you say is your best one? The one that you feel the most comfortable doing?
Probably Tyson and John. They're the ones that are really popular. People like them. I've also added a bit recently of David Hay into the mix. People like that.
Yeah, David's got a big fight here in Florida tomorrow. Let me get a David.
Yeah, I'm backing him. I'm looking forward to it. So there's the old David Hay back in the day where he was a bit more excited before he calmed down a bit. So he would stutter a lot of the time. You know, he really believed that there is absolutely nothing that I can't achieve, and I certainly will be achieving that all in due course, and I will be knocking people out with the haymaker, and they will feel the wrath of the haymaker. And then, of course, as he got older, he became a little bit calmer, and it became a lot more, a lot more relaxed and a lot more. I have absolutely no doubt that I will, even though I'm 40, I can still move like a 24-year-old. And he's getting banged out. It's as simple as that.
Tony, man, those are fantastic, man. Thank you so much. Please give out your social media, and we look forward to having you back on, man. Keep on just putting out great content.
Thanks very much, mate. I appreciate it. It's Tony Lapidus, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Join, watch, follow, comment, like, anything you want, share.
All right, man. Thank you so much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Lapidus. Almost sounds like Rapidus, or I don't know. Maybe that's not even a real word, right? Majimbe? Rapidus. Yo, so some people said they were fooled. I thought it was a little raspy. But it got the job done, eh? He said that, it got the job done. Some people enjoyed it. Some people got comments. But shout out to Tony. He's working, And that's the second time, actually, we've had him on. He's done another Tyson Fury impression for us in the past. We're going back out to the phone lines right here in South Florida. Ricky, I know about heart now, champ. What up? Oh, shit.
I see you. Appreciate it. But the pressure just not growing. The pressure, you kill that shit, man. You got to give him credit. At first, you could tell it wasn't really Fury, but one thing you got to give him, it ain't just the cadence. He got the word choice down. And that's key when you're doing impersonation, the responses. But on another note, I'm protesting the fight, too, man. I ain't watching that shit, man. Fuck about that. Man, I'm down here in South Florida. There's too much shit I could do. I could be spraying cheeks. I ain't doing that shit, man. I'm going to get into something else. I'd rather go spend that money on the broad, man. Real shit. I ain't watching that shit.
Damn.
That's my call, though, man.
All right. Uh-oh. We got another one not watching the fight, man. That's crazy. Look, I'm sure I could do it if my girl wanted to do something. Imagine not having nothing to do, sitting there, trying not to tune in to ESPN. What we got next? James Benitez. You said it already, but he said not watching Valdez. What would it take to get you to do an improv untitled show today? During the Valdez fight, I'm assuming, huh, James? I have actually right here on my website. This is old too, bro. Wow, these prices are so old. Yesterday's prices ain't today's price. What high is go? It's tomorrow's price. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But this is wow. Look at this. I'm gonna show y'all. This people probably don't even remember this. This was like back in the day. The Boxing Voice on Demand. So if a guy like James wanted us to talk about a specific topic, he would add standard on-demand offer, 30-minute show. Bloop, you drop that in the cart, right? And then you can do add-ons, right? Which could be 15 extra minutes, 30 extra minutes, 60 extra minutes, right? To add to that 30. You could also do, to be part of the show, bloop, and virtual, bloop, free shirt with that option. Damn, I forgot all about this. Is years old, let me tell you. Look, you want to add calls? Well, actually 2 calls, right? Or 3 calls, or take live calls from the people. This is all so old. Wow. That was like before we started doing every day. You know what I mean? There was people that wanted more. And obviously, busy with life and shit. Wasn't full time at the moment. So we would do it that way until, I started doing every day. So, yeah. We got some callers here on Blog Talk. Don't forget, you got to press the number 1. That's why I haven't gone to you. And I got JT in New Orleans. Are you available? JT, New Orleans, JT.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Very clear.
Good morning. Hey, Miami. I like your energy, how you protesting this fight. Just keep that same energy when it come down to Canelo. You can't be biased because that's what you're a fan of a fighter. There's similarities in these fighters. It's coming out the same camp. Like I've been saying, man. I'm not trying to blame this on Canelo, but Canelo is trying to support this guy to the final. I think his hands is dirty as well. But I'm not surprised though, coming from this camp and stuff like that. It's just gonna be like the Deontay, all them fighters that was with Deontay at one time was coming up popping dirty. So I think they all flock together, they hang together. I think something going on in that camp. I don't care about the fight. Honestly, because what's going on, I would respect the man more if you come out and say I made a mistake and I cheated and stuff like that. Same thing with Canelo. So I'm gonna protest both of them fighters. I can't wait till Caleb Plant put them hands on Canelo, and I hope this guy come out of nowhere and beat this guy that Valdez. I'm saying his name right, Ness. Valdez, how you say his name?
Valdez.
Valdez, yeah. I hope Valdez get upset tonight since he want cheat with that magic potion and stuff like that. But that's my call. That's all I got.
All right. James, anything for you, James. Anything for you, man. I love what I do. What else we got? We got a new caller here. Let me see who's this. LA, big city of dreams. Who is in the A5? That sounds like a Jersey number. Let's see. Oh, I'm wrong. That is no clue. First time caller, who's this?
Hey, what's happening?
865, who's this?
Hey, what's happening, yo?
How are you, brother?
Pretty good. Why are these callers protesting these fights? I'm kind of confused here.
Because Valdez tested positive for a banned substance, and the commission, promoter, and sanctioning body have allowed him to fight. What's your name?
Ty King.
Ty King?
Yeah.
All right.
I got...
Say again? You got what?
I got one more question. When is this Fury and Wilder fight going to happen?
October 9th.
And
where are you from, sir? Where's this area code? 865. Where is that located?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. Enrique Church, what's up? Enrique Church, what up? Enrique Church, what up, yo?
Yo, what up? My bad. Y'all talking about the Valdez fight? Driving to New York. I'm in New York rather, and I'ma watch it.
Oh, word?
Yeah, you not watching it?
That's what I said. I'm gonna watch it, B.
That don't mean I'ma love Valdez. That don't mean I ain't gonna hate on him. That ain't mean I'ma root for him. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that I trust him not cheating anymore in the future. That doesn't mean because I watch it that I praise Canelo and I think Canelo is the truth and clean and honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they all got blood on their hands.
Word.
But I'm still gonna watch the fight.
But now, why do you want to watch the fight? Because you don't even know who he fighting.
I don't, but I didn't know who Canelo was fighting either when he fought
so
Yildirim.
So
you know what I'm saying?
No, so you just saying to you, Valdez is on that level.
A level of what? What level you comparing?
Where it don't
Or
matter
speaking?
who he fighting, you watching him. Like, because of him.
Nah, you know what? I'll be honest. If I forget that the fight, I don't even know what time the fight is. And it's like you said.
So won't
if
you
I'm
be
home,
honest?
If I'm
you
home
think
doing
you
nothing,
think maybe you watching this fight cause he tested positive and you want to see what's gonna happen?
let me think. Let me scratch my temple. Possibly. If I'm home doing nothing, I definitely would be like, oh shit, ESPN, Valdez fight. Let me watch it. But if somebody called me and was like, yo, we at Edgar House and there's a party. Yo, these girls is here. And the Valdez fight is an option. Like, all right, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't that important, but it is the entertainment that is my vice, boxing, and I will watch it.
Okay.
I'm not going to be here, like, be all political about it and protest it. Like, no more roids in boxing. I'm saying
Why
no
not
picket
though?
for me.
Why not? Give us your reason why not. Like why? Because you making it sound like, oh, Majimbe on some bullshit. He over here trying to protest. Like I don't get. What's your reason behind?
I
like,
mean, if he
why you not
protesting-
backing the? Why you not riding with the fight fans?
Yo, the fight fans don't ride with fucking Teofimo Lopez, who rode for himself. You know what I mean? Whose head was on the table against Lomachenko. So come on, man. Fight fans be fickle, whatever that word is, fickle.
But bro, why you so dead bent on this dude? Everything come back to Teofimo for you.
Yo, because I gotta use a point, right? So the point is that boxing fans don't protest shit. They pick and choose what they protest against. They pick and choose what they want to call popular, right? And I'm generalizing. I ain't speaking about Majimbe. And if boxing is my thing, I'm gonna watch it. If it's dirty and somebody pops dirty and they let the fight go on, Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield ear and the referee let the fight go on, till he bit it a second time. So stop, the phrase
But that was
is,
a bite. That wasn't motherfucking steroids.
but the
performance enhancing. Like you enhancing your performance, not you about to go beat on a regular dude. You not regular no more. You like Bionic Man and shit.
Not really, because at the end of the day, skills could overcome the freaking roids, right? And we saw that with the only way you could, like, the real dirty, and I ain't saying you should do roids because roids is illegal, but if you got caught, then you're dirty. And if the fight goes on and you get your ass whipped, then that's proof that dirty fighters aren't immortal. You know what I mean? They're not immortal. So you can get beat. But the bottom line is, so he took some kind of diuretic to make him make weight. I'm not saying that he's not cheating. I'm just saying, what does that do to his skill? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does that enhance his skills? All right, his stamina might be up. His strength might be up. But if you Shakur Stevenson and you trying to knock him out and his skills deflects everything you throw at him, then your roids didn't help you. The point is that I want to watch the fight just because of entertainment. That's what I do. You know, I watched Scarface. That shit was fake. I was entertained though, and Valdez is gonna be hated on, and he deserves the hate. You know, especially if it's true that he's dirty. So I'm gonna watch the fight, man. And I ain't against the people that more power to you. I hope that you do make enough noise that somebody learns a lesson. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna counter that. I'm not countering it on purpose. I'm just my habit. You know what I mean? My habit. Boxing.
Nah, I get you, B.
That makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Did it not? Yeah. Do you think a dirty Valdez would beat Shakur Stevenson?
I don't know, man. Yo, you seen how he dropped him? You seen how he dropped Burchell? Man, he never.
That's what I was gonna say. A dirty Valdez is the Miguel Burchell. That's his best, right? A dirty and Shakur was like, okay, not even threatened by that.
Hold on. I got a counterpunch. Damn, that was 6 minutes ago. You want that, bro? I'm sorry.
Go ahead, get him.
JT, place to be. Text me if you don't want it. I guess he don't want. Oh, he do want it.
Forgot that Tyson Fury came on. I hope he's still listening. All that sound good, Mr. Fury, but at the end of the day, you got to get in the ring and swing and stuff like that. So all that talking sounds good. You know, I support Deontay Wilder. You know, with his stance with the headphones and stuff like that, he don't want to talk. He want to swing. So the last time you pulled out the fight, so hopefully hopefully you make this fight this time. And second, that's I heard somebody bring up Mike Tyson biting. So y'all just talked about that.
Yeah,
it was
that was
crazy.
Enrique.
I was in Missouri, and I talked to a lot of people. I met a lot of people that work out there. I met somebody that's close to Boots. I met Mike Stafford, a few other guys and stuff like that. I met guys that was in the amateurs with Floyd. But this guy from St. Louis, I forgot his name, and he used to be a pro fighter. He's a coach now. He told me Holyfield bit somebody in his younger career, or I think the amateurs. I would have to go back and check that out, how far that is, because they were talking about how Tyson bit the man. And of course, we know Tyson famously bit Holyfield, but he told me Holyfield bit somebody in his younger career. I think not professional. It might have been in the amateurs, but I didn't look it up. I don't know how exact that is, but I really think it's some truth to it, because I don't think no guy would just come out and say no shit like that. He from St. Louis, Missouri, and he's a coach now. But you know, it was just funny. I networked with a lot of people out there in that Midwest area and stuff like that. But that's all I got though. Because I remember I just heard somebody bring it up about Mike Tyson biting somebody in the ear, but everybody probably didn't know that about Holyfield. That's my call though.
All right. Let me see. We got Keem in Florida. Are you available? That looks like a no. Enrique, where you headed to, B?
Yo, I'm gonna cover for somebody Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before I go to Milwaukee, and I gotta meet a truck to load the equipment into it in Brooklyn. So I'm headed to the Brooklyn Navy Yards. If y'all want a little image, I'm under the Manhattan Bridge, and that's all the traffic that Nesta be missing.
Yeah,
when
I don't love none of that.
When he
I don't
when he
love
on the
none
box
of
voice.
that, bro. I don't love none of that. Let me go to Audie in Anaheim.
What's up, Ness? It's been a minute, homeboy.
What up?
What's cracking?
Chilling.
Yeah, you already know, living life. God is good all the time, homie. You know what I mean? Able to wake up. You know what I mean? I don't gotta wake up in no jail cell no more. You know, but hey, low key though, hey Valdez, if I catch up on the streets, oh man, I'm gonna test those steroids, dog. Shit. Man, shoot me some of them motherfuckers, homie. I wish I had those when I was busted doing burpees. Shit. Hey, no, but real talk though, Yeah, honestly, I became a fan of when Valdez beat Burchell. Man, I became a fan, and then that came out, and then they did 2 tests on him. I said, man, que gacho, homie. I said, Spence out all, but you know what I mean. I can't support that. Now that's just, I just can't, homie. But the only reason why I'm gonna watch the fight, cause I want to see that fool get knocked out, dog. Hopefully that Brazil fool can knock his ass out, my boy. You know what I mean? But that's the only reason why I'm probably gonna watch it if I have time, But hey, you know what it is, homie. I'm always Team Canelo, my boy. You know what I mean? I don't think politics here and there. Maybe people can say what they want, but hey, we're not in that gym. You know what I mean? We're not in there, talking to them. We're not in there, seeing what's going on. You know what I mean? So the people out can say what they want, but it's just like the streets, homie. And if you're over here saying this guy has bad paperwork, but you don't have the right information, and that's to make you look bad. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. Until someone proves me wrong, then But other than that, Valdez, I had to cut that vato loose. But for Canelo, you already know, Plant, you want to sleep, baby. You saw them body shots he was working on that waterbed. God damn! Oh man! Oh, Caleb Plant, sweet hands. Man, you better be ready, my boy. But I got love for Caleb Plant because that fool, he's been through a lot. I got respect for him. But at the end of the day, my boy, I got to go with Canelo and respect everyone on your channel. I don't mean to come on here if you guys think I'm disrespecting. I don't disrespect at all. Much love to the homie Ness. And God bless you guys, homie.
All right, brother. Artie, man, thank you for calling in, brother. Keep the energy, man. We love it. Shout out to you. I'm happy to see you doing well, man. And thank you for continuing to call in. Everybody tuned in. If you're in the live chat, I've just pinned the untitled topics and questions. We're going to be doing a free episode to you right here on YouTube tonight, courtesy of James in Alabama, who paid for the episode. So if you want to drop your question in,
during the Valdez hour.
Yeah, he said, I ain't just protesting. I want to have something to do. So Ness, do an untitled, man.
All right. So Ness, you gonna buy me a beer? I'm gonna jump on.
I mean,
you be doing the coffee. Yo,
I'd rather you not have no beer because it's bad for your stomach. But all
right, so buy me a vodka and soda. You know what I mean? Or one of those, like, what they call them, spiked seltzers.
I never had seltzer with alcohol.
It's called Truly and all that other shit.
Yo,
I know what I'm talking about.
Truly, that's what the fuck I was. That's the name of my medical marijuana dispensary.
Truly. Yo, but also the caller Artie, I also became a fan of Valdez after the Burchell fight. You know what I mean? I was like,
but
damn,
that's the whole thing. That's why people protest, because they're like, damn, I was just rooting for you, like, and now I don't even know. Like, I don't even know.
Right. You right. So that's the best he could ever be. So now that he's under that microscope.
72% think Valdez cheated. Ow.
Right. Yo, but now
that's what Ella be out here saying. Ella be like, yo, you ain't never was a puncher. Now you moving up and you a puncher. And Ella be out here, but he like, yo, somebody try to be like, man, you ain't saying that about Jamal. He like, man, I don't see Jamal punching through nobody, and he ain't lying. Jamal moved up, and that power gone. Who he knocked out since he moved up? Anybody know?
Well, most of the fighters that move up, are usually suspect, right? They move up slowly, like Thurman said. So, people moving up and knocking people out, that's suspicion right there all day, every day, sus. But I'm saying if that's the best Valdez.
Ito Cool said he'll buy you a beer, Enrique, on me, bro. But, so where you at?
The Untitled got to be tonight, though. That shit can't be right now.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working, man. I'm in the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
Herbal tea? You sure you don't want herbal tea instead of a beer?
I mean, I'd rather a Hennessy Privilege. That's me selling myself cheap, saying a beer.
I want that Valdez tee, man, so I could be on the beach, man. I want that David Hay body, man.
Oh, I see what you meant.
I want that David Hay body, man, for real, man. So I need the Valdez tee. Anthony in Miami.
I want the Mike Tyson 86 body. I don't know if that's the right year.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing that out there.
You trying to be too bulky, man. Yo, Ant, what up?
Hi guys, how are you today?
All good, all
great.
good.
All great.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. I'm not sure if this is a legitimate way of thinking. When it comes to young fighters and fighters in boxing, boxers in general, that it's not that they're not taking like PEDs or steroids or anything like that, but they're growing into their man body and stuff like that. They're when they're young, they're still like really mountain. I'm going to use Manny as a perfect example.
So you're saying that the power isn't a result of performance enhancement drugs, is a result of a person coming into age, growing into a man.
Yeah, good. Naturally growing into his power, not like. I'm not sure if that's just like when people accuse of some of these like top level fighters of steroids just out of jealousy that they couldn't make it, like into the. I'm not saying you guys are doing it, but in general, like boxing fans accuse some of these other fighters that they're not fans of being on steroids. Perfect example, Manny. People constantly accuse him of being on steroids, and he never got caught or like he's never tested positive for steroids and stuff like that. And yet they accuse him of taking steroids, not realizing
testing was different at Manny's peak.
I mean,
the testing was different at Manny's peak.
I mean, you know, he didn't have obviously, you know, many years as Valdez others, but you know, Manny goes through his VADA testing. But Anthony, man, I hear you, man. Thank you for calling in and getting it off your chest. You know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. J-Mac, let me know if you're available. We're going to go to some super chats real quick. We got D-Nice. D-Nice says, yo, Papa, welcome to Florida. I moved from the 718 to the 813. Café on me, son. Keep doing your thing. De lo mío. What up? Shout out. I see the Puerto Rican flag. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the hospitality from my Floridians, man. I'm loving it out here. The weather's fantastico. Fantastico. We going out to J-Mac, who's available.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? Where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. Shit is whack. So efficient with it. Go and check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, good morning. Can you hear me? How's it sound?
We do. Good.
Hey, shout out to Miami and shout out to Casual. The casual fan, boxing fan. Hey, Miami, like my brother said, keep that same energy. I did love your speech. It was a tearjerker when you start saying you want to boycott the fight because you disagree with him getting caught. But you didn't have that same energy when his camp member, I forgot what they call him, when they share the camps together. You didn't have that same energy for Canelo when he failed 2 drug tests just like Oscar did. And it gave these all outrageous ass excuses. So just keep the energy across the board. Or as Casual making talking about boxing fans are fickle. I do agree boxing fans are very fickle. But unlike myself, I call bullshit and I call it out. And like that shit smell fishy. And them dudes doing some shit in that camp to where it's very relevant and it's prevalent. Like you see the shit, it's clear. And you still got people who want to defend it. I'm not boycotting shit. I'm just not watching bullshit. I don't have time to watch bullshit. I'm tired of watching these dudes get these old lollipop ass stories and get away with them. Dudes failing drug tests and everybody making an excuse for them and stuff like that. That's why the sport is going to shit and stuff. And the same dudes we value and want to spend money on, they be the main ones, the main reason, the face of PEDs. Canelo should be the poster boy for it. So like, I'm not getting caught up into this PED shit, man. I know these dudes doing it, and they fans go keep making excuses for it because it's an uneven playing field anyway. So them dudes got to put that shit in their body to even match some of the talent they got out there. That's the bullshit they got going on in that camp. I'm not supporting it. Do what you want to do, but I'm gonna continue calling the bullshit out. That's my call.
Okay. We got Majid in Ohio. What up?
Yo, let me pause this shit. Yes, sir. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon and YouTube members for something. Man, I'm just talking about that Valdez shit. I just feel like, even though it was him that just popped twice, I think that everybody needs to get together and figure out some way to get Suleiman to slow down because Saturday night come, if dude gets seriously injured or end up like any of these fighters that died or anything, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck everybody gonna say? Like, was that cash or that title defense at home really worth it? People need to get out of that fandom bullshit where they loving the boxers and not the sport and just go for clean boxing because this nigga really could get hurt with all this PED shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So good luck, best health to everybody fighting Saturday night and all those people that's behind this shit. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. That's all I got, man.
All right. Yo, my man super chatting the hate, but he ain't even really like think about it. He just spent that money. I love it. I
What he
love it.
say?
So look. He think he being like slick. He like, hey Ness, Tank moved up and kept his power to KO Barrios. So does that mean he on PEDs? Or is he growing into man strength? Which one? And it's like, first off, the conversation is based off Ellerby saying, you wasn't a puncher, now you moving up and becoming a puncher. Tank been a puncher.
Always, yeah, I got that.
Come on.
And that caller and that he valid, but you just corrected him, right? He had a valid question inside by way of hate, and you just, his inner child, you approached him and shook his hand and told him, right? But the caller convinced me, the caller that was like, yo, steroids don't give you power, sometimes you grow into your power, or
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me think a little bit like, yeah, you don't always have power. You could be 14 punching people. You could be 14. You could be 14 punching people, having fights and knocking nobody out. Then you 19, you knock somebody out. So yeah, you can grow into your strength. And do you fully have your strength at 27? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that is definitely an angle that could be considered.
Right. And isn't the power, the punching bag, the heavy bag, isn't that to build strength? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why are we even, you grow into your power, you don't have power, now you knocking people out, and that shit ain't real argument. Oscar De La Hoya knocked people out, didn't he? Yeah,
Well,
man.
I'm actually doing what one of my listeners said. They said, Ness, why don't you, let me see if I could just find it. He said something like, yo, why don't you get a doctor on? And a doctor on to discuss.
Oh, a doctor on. I thought you said a doctor on.
Nah, man.
The doctor's on for. Yo, but What time is that Untitled?
I mean, I guess 7 or 8, right?
Try to get a haircut.
We always do 7, but I'm assuming that fight might start at 8. I don't know.
I'm gonna be watching the fight while I'm on Untitled, just so y'all know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that sink in.
Let that sink in.
But I ain't gonna be against the protesters, Am I rooting for Valdez? Maybe, because I would like to see him get a Shakur Stevenson fight, or Shakur, and then prove that pads don't help and don't do the body good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just texted Doc. I know. Let's see if Mr. Juan Bautista, who's actually in the boxing world, sponsors a lot of fighters. Richard Torres.
What's the question though that they want to ask him?
Jose Ramirez. I guess just I don't know, something on the PD. Counterpunch real PD. Quick. Hold that thought. J Mack and attacking. I think somebody who is in the back.
Yo.
I got, as far as the PEDs, you could get a doctor on here. It's just common sense. It's called performance enhancer. That means it performs and enhances your performance. And
it's a drug.
They got more. It's a drug, and it's also they got multiple things it does. It gives you better concentration for people who can't focus as well. It gives you determination. It helps you out with pushing harder. It fuels your body to go last longer or train harder to get the benefits of it. And just because it's no longer in your body doesn't mean you gain a success of what it does. So people got to understand it's no excuse around it. That's why it's a banned substance when it comes down to professional fighting, because it enhances your performance no matter what it does. Some does cut weight, some does help you punch harder. Now, for its power, like somebody was saying, power is a case by case situation. Some people are just born naturally with heavy hands and they just hit hard. Some dudes got to work and train hard to get that power. Some dudes, it's about timing, snap, and body placement to learn how to throw the punches properly to place the power. Sometimes it's about punch placements as a fighter. So you can't really determine what makes a fighter and when a fighter punch harder. If a fighter's with a piss poor trainer and he just got fast hands, but he don't know how to place his shots effectively, you may say this guy don't have power, but he get with a guy that know how to distribute his punches and his speed and learn how to dictate that, he can become more effective, and now his power is more effective. Our last point, Sean Porter. The reason why I think Sean Porter struggled with placing his power is because he don't get his speed and his explosion on top of under his power.
New caller, Las Vegas. Who's this? Las Vegas.
Yo, Ness.
Yo,
what up, Ness? My first time calling, man. Just want to tell you, big fan, real big fan. I don't see why you're not one of the top boxing channels right now with the most subscribers, bro. It's definitely underrated. But
what's your name, champ?
Oscar.
Thank you for the kind words, bro. Talk to us.
Man, you know what? I'm a big Valdez fan, bro. Day one. Every time he came out to Las Vegas, I would spend $500 to $700 on just tickets. So I took to my Twitter and I spoke how I felt about Valdez, telling him just to drop the fucking belt, get back in line, and just earn respect from the people. But he initially blocked me, so that kind of just threw everything out of place. I don't know what he's trying to do. He really should just, intention or not, he really should just face up to it. And I think you can have more respect on just him dropping the belt. And, like he said so many times, he really got a lot of young kids looking after him, a lot of kids looking up to him. So I think it would be a good move for him just to drop it, honestly.
Well, all right, brother. Thank you for calling in, man. Thank you for finally being, getting it off your chest and becoming a first-time caller. We appreciate you listening to the show, man. I mean, keep spreading the word, man. You know, from your lips to God's ears. We need the subscribers because numbers are power. But the more people you tell, the more people we can possibly get to subscribe. We're trying to get to 130,000 right now. We're struggling. We're at 128, 817. We're kind of like not getting past that 8, man. We gotta tell a friend to tell a friend. We need to get to that 129. 129. We got Ed Rock with a super chat that says, he says, thorough, Nestor Gibbs, always on point, excellent conversationalist. Well, thank you, my good friend, thank you. Supermech says, in fairness to Majimbe, when Canelo popped, the fight was canceled, so there was no need to boycott, and then the testing was magnified for the rematch. Yeah, protect your mans in them. I hear you, man. Let me get to Jonathan Sims. What up?
Can you guys hear me?
We do.
All right. What's up, brother, man? Thanks for another show, man.
Thank you for listening.
Yep. And to Oscar, man, those was kind words. Unfortunately, and I'll describe a little bit in my call. The reason why the show isn't growing is because you got fickle fans and you have fickle fighters who get in their feelings and then they try to turn away from this and the fans, which is absurd. But you know, shouts out to Fury to coming on the show, man. I think that take balls because this is a pro router show, and a lot of us believe Fury used a competitive edge to win the fight. And yes, there's a but. And with that said, he still came on the show, right? He still supported the show. He supported us. He came to represent himself and his fans. And I just think that, you know, Wilder, as much as I love you, and you're like a couple years older than me, and you're still like a hero, for you to abandon us for whatever beef you got with Wilder, that's not cool, man. Because even if you don't like Ness, you should still come on this show to support us who pay it and giving our hard-earned money to support you. And when you fighters do stuff like that, you know, y'all don't really have any grounds to say anything about us fans because y'all just as fickle as us. So shouts out to Fury for coming on the show. I agree with you, Ness, with the power. People's power grow, especially when they're young and take situation who's in his 20s. Valdez is in his 30s. You don't just gain power late in your career like that. It's either you have it or you don't at that point. For you to move up and still have the power, clearly you're on something. And before I go, I heard that Terrence Crawford wasn't sparring Jamal Herring out of support to Shakur. If I'm Shakur Stevenson, I don't like that. If I'm Shakur, I'm telling Bud, no, you spar him because I want the best version of Jamal Herring when he get in that ring. If you got something to expose of me, work with him to expose it because I'm just going to only get better. So if I'm Shakur, I'm telling Bud, yeah, you spar him. Make sure I get the best version of him. And if anyone's competitive, they would agree with that. That's my call.
All right. All right. We're going out to NO in the New Orleans. NO.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Ooh. Good morning, family. Good morning to the chat. Good morning to everybody on the show, everybody that's on the panel and everything. What's up? What's popping?
What up?
Ain't nothing else, bro. Hey, man, I heard some interesting shit, man. When Tyson Fury came on the show, when that happened?
Earlier.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that, man. And he got all the smoke, like he answered all the questions that that was.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, he answered the sparring questions. He ain't nobody bring up the glove shit, you know.
All right, so it was more like an Ellis setback interview, like really like it was it wasn't really no real questions thrown out there.
I mean, we asked him like, did he get pieced up by Jared Anderson? But he just kept.
Well, yeah. Well, that was something. That was something. You know what I mean? So did he get pieced up or not?
I mean, he said, "Do you believe that bum shit house Dossa?"
So that answer your question. Then he got pieced up by Jared Anderson. You dig? And the Wilder fight that's coming up, bruh. I mean, we gonna see when the fight happen, bro. We gonna see but he already took an ass whooping. Can you agree with that, man?
Who
He
that?
already got it
Who?
up his spawn.
You saying Fury?
Yeah, Fury.
I mean, it's like I said to Fury. Even AJ got rumors of getting chipped up in Spawn. So it's like, for him to deny it don't mean that it's true. Like, or rather that he telling the truth.
Right. Well, look with the Valdez situation, bro. I mean, he still denying his shit, or he owning up to it? Like I'm bring me up to
Hell
speed.
no, he stone cold denied that shit, man. My man said he don't even know what phentermine is, and now, remember he said he drank some tea. Now he said he don't know how it got in his body. He ain't even bringing up the tea no more.
Man, come on, man, bro. Like you gonna go out like that, bro? Like he doing he doing a real big baby like Andy. Know what I'm saying? He going out like you gonna turn right back around, bro. You gonna have to admit that shit anyway. Why make yourself look bad like that in the public, bro? That don't make no sense. Now you had to get on Instagram and apologize to the fans and all that shit. If these people dig harder, and you know what I'm saying? That's like what's the sense in that? You already popped. You caught red. Like he didn't even say the Mexican meat or nothing. He just said he don't know how this shit get in this shit.
Well, at first, remember they said it was the tea.
All right, so the T out, so he just like fuck it, man. Look, I don't want to answer no more questions. I don't know how I get in there. What's up?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So he took the margarito route with Cordell showed in the iPad with the plaster on that motherfucker.
Pretty much.
I don't know nothing, but dude, he still gonna get the fight still happening.
What, with Valdez?
Yeah.
How today?
Say, bro, boxing gotta change, bro. Boxing change now. Like so you get rewarded for cheating now. That's what we do. You get popped and like
you get what's it called? It get overlooked. Like Dillian White. Remember Dillian White pop? It get overlooked in boxing. It ain't nothing new.
Let's answer that. So why play fair? Why play fair? Bruh, and you don't get rewarded for that shit.
Bruh, I don't think that they playing fair, man. I mean, look, this show you, right? This the highest level. What it shows me is that dudes, it's like, come on, man. You know how it is, man. You pushing it. You pushing the limit. You pushing the limit. Everybody know that. Everybody, you pushing the limit. How much cut can you throw on that motherfucker? How much could it hold? You pushing it. How much baking soda could you add? You pushing it. They pushing it until they get caught. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than the snack dude, right? Like, he knows the thresholds. So he knows what not to do or how close to come to it. And it's just like they always changing. So that's how these guys get popped. Because something that they was doing last fight camp, it might be on a banned substance list now.
So Ness, what's the reward for the dude that go through training camp, bust his fucking ass, don't take none of that shit. He eat nothing but fruits and berries and you know what I'm saying?
It's all mental. It's a mental reward. That's something for you, for your own morality, so for you to feel like I'm not a cheater. I'm a real champ. Like, that's it. That's it. Your check ain't gonna be any bigger. It ain't gonna be any smaller, and you ain't gonna get any more or any less fans.
Man, that shit whack, man. So it's either Bailey, what you telling me? Either you a Christian boxer or you just a street guy, and like, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Either you gonna believe in the Lord, and you know what I'm saying, walk the tightrope and all this shit, and everybody else you getting in the fucking ring with, they full of some type of shit. Like, man, that shit ain't playing the fair, man. If you in a dual close and skill set.
Man,
That's gonna be the difference.
I'm telling you, nobody playing fair though. Like dudes like Lewis and Povetkin, you think they stop? They just taking something else. That's just, none of that shit don't like. You ain't never gonna stop. Like these dudes, you know, whether it's supplements. I mean, you know, you training, man. You depleting your body. You need to add something into it, man. That's just as simple as a way to put it, you know. And you hire people, and they come with their expertise. You know, you just better hope that they expertise don't have anything on the banned substance list. That's just how it go. But ain't nobody gonna stop doing, you know, sports science. Like that ain't gonna stop. That shit they're gonna keep getting closer and closer to them thresholds, man. To give you shit over the counter shit that makes you again, look at Jack 3D, man. There's a lot of over the counter shit that's on the banned substance list. Cause again, we not performers. You know, we not in competition. You know, it's for those people that are in competition. So, you know. But I got a new poll. I ended the old poll. I ain't even give you the results. Where them shits at? They bird. All these chats. Let me see. Can we find these damn results? I think I lost them, bruvs. I refreshed it and anything. This is what happens when you solo Dolla Scarface no Manolo, man. So we ended that poll. We don't even know what that is. But the new one is, do you think Jared Anderson pieced up Tyson Fury? Do you think he pieced him up? Steve in Chicago, you ain't press 1. Let me know when you're ready to go. Keem, trying you one more time. Are you avail? Are you avail? No Keem. All right. So Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia. What up?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
You available? You available?
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't
swing,
no
man.
boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game.
This a dollar beat.
Skill up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what
BoxingWords.com.
CBV, what happened, man?
What up?
Everything kosher. Solo Dolla, huh?
You already know.
Hey, gotta run it up, dog.
Doing
Gotta
what you
run.
love what you do.
Show you right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the fight, bro, but I'm watching it to see if I did lose. I'm kind of suspicious of how that shit did get in him, man. I don't want to fully charge the cat. You know me. I'm fully against motherfuckers cheating and whatnot. But I really want to know how that shit got up into that. But you know, it's still his fault at the end of the day. I ain't giving him no pass. The cat he fighting though, yeah, he looked like he might want to, you know what I'm saying, capitalize on this, not just for the payday, but the win to get that title. Well, if the title on the line, is it?
Valdez's, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it is. Okay. Yeah, man. So we'll see what happens, man. Shit. Shout out to everybody in the border war. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody, man. And hey man, let's get boxing back the way it need to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Fans, let's be fans. Fighters fucking fight. Managers manage the right way. Promoters promote the right way. But I'm out this thing. Stay up next, dog.
All right, thank you.
Shout out to Bob.
Shout out. Alrighty then. Who else is up? Majimba, did we give you a boomerang?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm here.
No, man. I just wanted to bring up the whole Canelo thing with JT and J Mac. The thing is that I did believe Canelo because of the fact that the clenbuterol issue in China and Latin America is a real thing. Last year, there was people that got sick from eating clenbuterol tainted meat in Mexico. So it does happen. Now with Valdez, there's nothing that you're not feeding that prescription to livestock to get them bigger. That doesn't happen. You have to actually go out and buy it. So there's no way that he can say, well, it was a mistake. No, it wasn't a mistake. You took it, and in the weigh-ins, it showed you needed it. That being said, at the end of the day, we still have to hold these people accountable, especially the promoters and the sanctioning bodies, for continuing to allow it, because we can't trust the athletes. We just can't. It is a dirty sport, and those are the people with the money, so they have to try to clean it up. That's my whole point. I'm sticking to what I'm saying. I'm going to boycott this fight, and going forward, I hope that many of you do as well. All right, Ness, I'm out.
All right. So the poll results for Do You Believe Valdez Cheated was 70% yes, 29% no. That's strange. What happens to that 1%? And it says that was out of 393 votes. We got Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Yes, solo dolo.
Scarface no Manolo.
Doing your thing. Good morning to you, brother.
Morning.
Oh, okay. I first couldn't hear you. Yeah, man. So what? Tyson Fury done said something new?
In terms of?
Oh, just a little trash talk you've been doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're talking about his 5-fight hit list and the fact that Jared Anderson was all on social media, still picking Fury and not really, admitting that he pieced up Fury.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he did piece him up. I think something did go down with that. But that's you don't want to mess with the big man like that. And mess around, he might be able to mess with your career a little bit. So I think he did. But this fight, that Oscar Valdez fight, like I said, I think this boy beat him in the amateurs, didn't he? That's what I had looked up.
I don't know.
The guy he fighting tonight beat him already once, so I'm going with that dude. Not because I don't like Valdez, but Valdez really, to me, looked like he was struggling to get that weight. Maybe that's why he took that stuff, but he did something in it, and whether he took it, whether or not he took, how he took it, rather, is the big question. But for me, is like, I don't care how he got it in the system, just that nothing happened to him. He had no punishment. And that's the only thing that bothers me about it. Not that I don't dislike the guy or nothing, but they should have did something. They ain't punish him at all. That's the only part I can't get with. But other than that, I think he gonna I don't think he gonna beat the guy. He looked like he got so much on his mind when that weigh-in came in. He really looked like he got a lot on his head. So you gotta realize he's battling all of this stuff that's going on. Then he gotta go in there and fight. So we'll see. But I think that Oscar's gonna lose myself. But Tyson Fury, I just want to see him get in the ring. I want to see him. I'm curious to see how Wilder fights, but I actually just want to see the fight now. So, but that's my call. Best of luck to you, and love your show, Ness.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Steve in Chicago, looking available, coming right to you after going pound for pound.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, what up, Nush? You can hear me?
Yep.
I was actually just listening. I heard Fury on there, so I want to go back and listen to it. But as I always say, thanks for getting me through my day. Make sure you push that thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace. Hey, if J Mac on here, let him get my boomerang. Peace.
All right. J Mac, is you here? All right, we're gonna give it to you in a minute. We're going out through Orlando. Twin. What up, bruv?
Hey, yo, you hear me?
Oh,
yo,
shit.
Twin Born here. Hey, yo, man, Ness, Canelo, Valdez, it's Nazi propaganda, man. Nah, let me check. Yo, dudes doing impersonations about as well. Yo, that's fine, though. How you had dudes believing that shit? You don't say nothing, man.
What?
Nothing, man. Forget it. Yo, man. How you been, though? You good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I just caught like COVID a month ago, and
what?
I'm still trying to get. Yeah. I'm still trying to get my strength back.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and the only reason I felt that I got caught in the rain working, and I started getting shivers. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get sick. And then the next day, headache. I've lost like 8 pounds throughout that week, and then I got checked, and it was like, it was COVID. I was like, oh shit. It wasn't as bad for me as the other people, but that shit fucked me up. But yo, with this Valdez shit, bro, like this dude, I can't believe this shit, man. Like the dude, like they say it's T, and he said he don't know how he got in the system. Then he says, oh, you need prescriptions for that. But then he says he don't know what it is. It's like, yo, they didn't have the story straight. And me, I'm convinced, bro, that they were stacking. He was stacking, PEDs. And then Phentermine just, either flushed it out, everything else out, or masked everything else out. And that's the only thing. Because if he was just taking Phentermine, they would have had these storage streets. He would have had his storage streets, but everything is just all, screwed up, bro. It looks bad, man. I'm convinced, man. These dudes are stacking, and it looks bad on the whole camp, man. And I'm disappointed. I know, Canelo is one of my favorite fighters, not, my top guys, but he's one of those. And it's like, it just looks bad for everybody, man. Like, it's just fucked up, man. It's bad for boxing too. Or it's like this shit is not playing Monopoly, man. Like, dudes can get hurt. I mean, this shit bad. I mean, I'm gonna watch the fight because the dude beat him in the Pan Am Games, and I want him to beat him again, and that's the only reason I'm watching him, man. Yeah, that's why I caught him.
All right. Damn, so you ain't the only one. Everybody's saying he beat him in the Pan Am Games or something. Man, yo, y'all don't even know. I've been trying to matchmake my boy forever, man. Fuck, man, since like June. Impossible to get this kid a 168-pound fight +4. He's 7-0. And man, bro, fucking hell. This game is about money. Like I had an opponent. The dude did for Nikita Abali on Dazn. He just fought Nikita Abali on Dazn. I got him to accept the shit. My man just raised the price $500. It's like, yo, these dudes are tripping. How do you like agree to a purse and then like, you know what I'm saying? When I go shop you, now it's time, and you like, nah. Let me get 500 more plus 2 plane tickets at that. I want to hook his ass, man. These dudes are crazy, man. That's why, let me not say that, but whatever, man. You get it. Look, now I got another opponent, right? And my man saying he only doing 168 max. So he want my guy to come in at his limit as if it's a fucking title on the line. Like, you guys don't even understand the babies that these fighters are. Fucking nipple suckers. Straight up, man. I swear to God, bro. I never knew. You would never think a sport that is so aggressive, right? That is supposed to be like men showing how bad they are. is like nipple suckers. Damn, I never went to Steve because I went to Stainless. Time to go to Steve in Chicago.
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a Dolla beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning.
What up?
Hey, what's up? You know, I'm seeing people now, you know, the bad thing about what's happening now is fans want to blanket now the whole sport and say everybody's doing this. And if you go back, like in the 90s when MLB had this problem, that's like the same thing everybody was saying, like, because certain top players, you know, like a Canelo, so like back then, like Bonds and Sosa and McGuire, so now they blanketed everybody, so they were saying everybody, and it's bad for the athletes that aren't doing it, you know. We can't just paint all these fighters now and saying that, well, they all got to be using something, you know. What has to happen is, which I don't see it happening in boxing because boxing is so segmented, you know, like with all these different commissions, but like if it was a league, you could have a better grasp on it like MLB did, where they just, you know, they suspend, you know, I actually know a kid that I knew his dad, and he got caught up in that, and they banned him. He couldn't play, and he had to go to Japan to play. So it's not like he didn't play, but he had to go to Japan. They wouldn't let him in the league anymore because he popped for that, you know. So I don't see it being policed like that in boxing. I really don't know what the answer is, but we shouldn't paint everybody as, oh, now everybody in the sport is a PED. That's what they did in that sport. You know, they said, well, everybody in the 90s was doing that shit, you know, but that's not necessarily true, you know. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Steve in Chicago. Thanks for calling in. Davidian, Buffalo Falls. What up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's going on?
What up? What up?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Nothing, yeah, I don't know, I feel like, you know, boxing, you know, he loves this sport, but I don't know, I feel like he should not be, and I'm a big fan of Valdez, so it's kind of like disappointing, but it's just crazy, like, why you, just the fact the whole weigh-in thing, right, because the weigh-ins was yesterday, he had to get on the scale 3 times or something like that. I don't know. It's just very suspicious. Like, why? And then he's reading, like, you know, when Mark Kriegel was talking to him, or when he was reading off that teleprompter, I'm a clean fighter, but no, you're not. You failed. How are you a clean fighter when you failed? I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm going to probably tune in, but I don't know. I'm just disappointed. You know, his fight with Burchelt was sweet. That's why, you know, it's just weird, you know. And one thing, I noticed he didn't really get tired in that fight. So, but I don't know. It's just really weird and kind of messed up. But great show, and God bless you, Ness.
All right. Thank you, brother. Amen to that. Kind words. J-Mac, boomerang on you, courtesy of Stainless. No J-Mac. All right. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci.